Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Hey Walt, let me give me back my light. How you doing? Uh, have Merry Christmas. Today's the day, and hopefully you're having a great one. If you're watching it on the actual day or any day, you know what? Just enjoy. Um, I'm here to keep you a little bit of company, at least for a few minutes. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Get back to the family, or sleeping, or whatever you're doing. Maybe binging a bunch of shorts on Disney Plus. Who knows? Anyway, if you want to, spend some time with Walt. This is the Christmas with Walt Disney special. It says it's from 2009 originally. The credits at the end say it's 2023. They might have done some tweaks or something to flesh it out. I have no idea. It runs about 50 minutes. It is pretty much a historical record of Christmas in the Disney land, world, universe, multiverse, whatever. It's you got Walt and his very early versions of Mickey, Santa Claus, so many different characters from all corners of the Disney universe. Celebrating Christmas, and that includes live action stuff. The Callaways, the Swiss Family Robinson, how Christmas incorporated itself into different films, animated shorts, animated full-length animated films, all throughout the history of Disney, and of course also Disneyland. So you get lots of historic moments, but for the most part, the core of all this is Diane and Sharon Disney, the daughters of Walt. I think maybe just Diane, unless both of them sound just exactly alike. I don't know. It sounded like only Diane is the one who's doing the narration for this, and she's sharing home videos, home films, home movies. Shot in probably on a Super 8, something like that, around that era, maybe even older. Of course, Walt, being Walt, a filmmaker, he had access to cameras that might be a bit more portable. The technology, the cutting edge technology of the era to film footage of this family out skiing or skating on a pond or opening Christmas presents under their gigantic tree. So you get to see a lot of different moments throughout their young life, and Diane looking back, and we get a look at Walt primarily and his mom and their mom, in a way that he's not the corporate big shot. He's not the master of Disney animation or anything else. He's a dad, and it's from the point of view of the dad. Yeah, whatever your opinion of Disney as a corporation, a mega corporation, or whatever you think about it. I know people who've worked for Disney, everything in different capacities, and they don't have a whole lot of great things to say about it. But it's all relative. And in this case, this is all about Christmas. This is about family, and this is about enjoying what we have and taking, in a sense, a very different look at Walt. And yeah, we know the fatherly grandpa, uncle-like figure that he has when he talks to the fans of Disneyland and Disney films and everything else that he would have in the wonderful world of Disney and all those things. But we get to see the point of view from his daughters, who, of course, are just going to say nice things about him, of course, And especially since the spirit of this is Christmas and, the enjoyment of family around this time, it makes complete sense that this is a safe thing to watch. It's all good. It's all good. This is not a documentary about the history of Walt Disney Corporation, animation, all that stuff. It's not meant to be. This is just a good old-fashioned celebration. Christmas music, Fantasia's Nutcracker Suite plays through a big montage at the end. We get the home movies. We get just clips from classic shorts and wintertime things. We get to see Walt in his element, basically helping to broadcast the first Olympics on television in 1959 from California, the Winter Olympics. And there's so many icons, Walter Cronkite and Art Linkletter, I think, a bunch of others from that era, commentating, announcing the Olympics on TV for the first time in America. That's kind of a big deal. And I didn't realize that he was a big part of that. I don't know everything about Disney. You might. not everybody can know everything you know. So it's if you love learning about the history of Walt and Walt Disney and the animation, the corporation, there all these things. Yeah, this is definitely worth your time. And beyond just the Christmas holiday spirit and cheer and everything else that comes with it. So yeah, I highly recommend this. If you're not already going to watch it today, pick some time, just kick back and relax. If you want to extend your Christmas experience just a few more days, watch it then. Watch it in the middle of the summer if it's still running. It doesn't matter. You don't need an excuse. I watch whatever. I watch Christmas stuff in the middle of the year all the time because the algorithm chooses it. So yeah, it's I love it because of the history, and I love the Disneyland stuff. You get to see the Disneyland parade at one point, almost in its full, just different elements to it. Stuff that, by the way, could never be done today, even with the technology and all the lights and all the stuff that we do in the Disneyland park for the holidays. It's usually, I'm saying, animal wrangling. Like, oh, look, there's a bear cub being pulled by a chain. Yeah, that won't fly today. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, you get to see an interesting historic moment in time that can never be repeated. So, yeah, that's all I really can say about that. It's a good time, and I feel this is really short, considering how much can be said about Walt and this thing. But it's best experience for yourself. I picked it because it seems, it's Disney, so Walt Disney Christmas seemed like the perfect choice for a Christmas Day viewing. Of course, I recorded this well before Christmas. I'm not doing this on Christmas. Come on, I got other stuff to do, like sleeping in and spending time with my family. So, next episode has already been picked. It's already been watched, mainly because I had it as part of my 12 Days of Christmas series. And if you were watching earlier in the week, you'll notice it got replaced because Dr. Paul, the incredible Dr. Paul, Jingle Pauls, is barely Christmas related. Yeah, it says Jingle Pauls in the name, which is why I put it in the list, because, hey, I wanted to get the Christmas stuff knocked out, and it's been there for a while, but it's barely related to Christmas except for that name. Yeah, there's a moment where they're putting stuff on a tree, and for the most part, it's a greatest hits of the last season, and it's a sneak peek of the next season of whenever it aired 10 years ago. I don't know. If you love the family, if you love the adventures and the veterinarian stuff they do, and so many people with their arms in the butts of so many large animals, that's your thing, go for it, because it's chock full of it. You want to see lots of animals pooping everywhere? Yeah, there you go. I've watched it. I've already recorded it. It's ready to go. So it's showing up tomorrow because I watched it. And once I realized, yeah, this doesn't fit with the Christmas stuff, I bumped it to the 26th and take it from there. So Dr. Paul, the incredible Dr. Paul, Jingle Pauls, on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. Merry Christmas. Hope everything is great with you and your family and everyone you love and care for. And I'll see you tomorrow.